blackened shrimp Alfredo. It's gonna be really yummy, but to even get into this, we're gonna do the old method of stab, stab, stabby, stabby, stab, stab. Being very careful not to stab yourself, guys, because I'm not gonna be able to get through that very easily. So we're gonna put it in the microwave. I think I want to put it in there for, let's try 3 minutes, guys. See. Hi guys, Patty's World back. After this long, I would believe the spaghetti squash is soft enough for me to cut through. This is one hard spaghetti squash, y'all. I don't know, I might put it in for like another minute. No, I got this. I got this, guys. I need a hot pat, though. We're gonna be safe, guys. We're gonna be safe. Put it in a glove. Okay. Oop. There it is. I'm gonna take the tail, tipping the butt off of the spaghetti squash. Actually, you don't want to do that, but it's the only way I can cut it. You can keep it whole. It's just better when you're scraping it up inside. Trying to cook it, you know. My knife's wanting to go downward. I don't want to do that. Okay, now I just need to cut through here. But I'm gonna hold it up. Sorry guys, I'm left-handed. And this is wiggling all over the place. So posing to a little challenge. Aha! Doo-doo. So then you're gonna spoon the seeds out. Careful not to start the. So I am gonna mix up trash. Which probably shouldn't do because I might lose it in there. So be very careful with it. For the most part, actually, it's easier if you take a knife and cut around like this where you see it. Then you take the spoon and kind of pull it up and go to this side. Forgot a few over here, but for the most part I got it. You could render so much off of just this little one plant. Would make so much food. Interesting. Just throw away. You have land. There's some here. That is the oven going off. I am going to put this spaghetti squash in a pan with a little bit of water in the bottom of it. And it's gonna cook for 30 or 40 minutes. But I'm gonna put the oven at 400 and do it that way. I think this probably might not be big enough, but it kind of looks like it might be at the same time. Let's see. Woof. Oh, woof. It does. We can take it. That way, there's enough water in there, but not that much water. Okay. Put it down on the bottom of the pan. Just, y'all can see, just enough to keep some moisture going. But I do want to sprinkle a little bit of avocado oil on the top of them. And I am going to poke it with a fork. Where is mine? Let's see. Let me get a fork. I didn't know if I had one because I pulled out 2 knives earlier. I was like, I don't need these knives. So, there we go. Let's do this. have some 100% pure avocado oil. I'm not familiar with the avocado brands, yeah, y'all. So it's too much for one. I'm gonna pour some of that for the other. There's just too much. You just want to lightly coat it. There's so many brands, guys. I get like overwhelmed, you know, like looking through all the brands. I'm like, what in the world? So sometimes I've just taken pictures of the product and like Googled it right there if it was important enough. And others I just go, okay, well, I'm gonna try stab it in the dark. And this is what I did. With a little bit of Spicy Mike's Cajun blackened seasoning. This stuff is good, y'all. And best part, tons of flavor. It gives it such a good, and you're just gonna wanna sprinkle it. And this will get baked in as it goes. The flavors will just make the noodles taste so good. So then we put them into the oven. Finally, guys, finally. You got some water in it, you put it in. Let's set the timer for 30 minutes. We'll see you then. All right, guys, glove up. I have almost 8 minutes left, but I noticed it browning, so I want to open it up, let the initial shock of it come out. Okay. I just want to see what we got going on here. If it's starting to get done. You just want to get it, you know, started and going. It's easier to cook something when it's broken apart. Yo, this is gonna be so good. Spaghetti squash has beta carotene in it, which actually slows the progression of macular degeneration. This is almost like a superfood because of the benefits. It's low calories. It's about 40 calories per serving. You know, serving's a modest, you know, thing. It's not, you know. And you just want to take your fork and literally shred it. Now, my family, I'm feeding 4 people tonight. Oops. Now just gotta hold it on one side and pull on the other. Just be careful because this is dangerously hot. Now I'm gonna mix it up a hair, and then we're gonna put it back in because it's still got a bit. I have to feed 4 people with this, so see, this will go very nicely. One spaghetti squash should feed relatively, I mean, 4 people. Let me see this one. It's almost done. Okay, now that I've done that, I've mixed it up a hair. Because these do not have much of a flavor, there's a big clump right there. Because these don't have much of a flavor, just like noodles. Noodles don't really have that much of a flavor, but I'm telling you guys, it is like, these are diabetic friendly. These have great amount of fiber in them. It's actually great for your colon to eat these because these still have to be cooked. So, okay, so we're gonna put them back in the oven. But it's good for your colon because it's got about 8 grams of fiber per serving, which makes it like ideal if you suffer with constipation or just want to keep yourself regular, which everybody wants to stay regular. So I guess stay regular. We'll be right back, and we're gonna set it for 10 minutes. Actually, yeah, let's do 10 since it's at 400. All right, guys, be back. Take this and you're just gonna scrape until you have it all off from the inside. Me and my daughter cook every single day together. Every single day. great for math skills and it's great for family bonding. Because that's one thing everybody has to do is that's eat. So we gotta educate ourselves. So spaghetti squash is high in antioxidants. It's like a superfood. It's low in calories and has a lot of nutrients that your body needs. It has, oh, I forgot what the name of it was. Hold on one second, I can tell you. My countertops are clean. Sorry, guys. Okay, spaghetti squash is a good sort of pantothenic acid. It's a nutrient-dense food, meaning it's low in calories and a decent source of several key vitamins and minerals. I pretty much know all this, but I am like kind of nervous and kind of like, oh my gosh, can't believe my camera fell apart thing. Even though I don't think anyone's on, it'll be on later. It'll post automatically.
I think a person was on.
Oh. Well, I lost somebody. Yeah, I think there was someone on, and then no. That's okay though. This is my first time going live, and it's Sunday. I'm unsure of how many times a day I could go live. That's why I didn't turn the camera off when I did that. Oh, y'all, don't leave your oven on. Don't leave the oven on. Okay, so you basically scrape all you can until you get down to the shell. And this is going to be your spaghetti. Now, some people put a little bit of olive oil or butter on their noodles. I think we're gonna have enough with the sauce. Now we're trying to cut this down. Parmesan Alfredo sauce is really, really, really rich, okay? It's so to a point that the salt content is 4,406 milligrams of salt per serving. And usually people take more than a serving. They take like 2 or 3 servings. That is more salt than a person needs in days, like over 3 days worth of salt. That is in one meal, not including anything else they ate today. So I know people love pasta. I do too. I don't even eat bread anymore. But this is great. Like I said, it's great for the colon. You get a lot of, it's a decent source of fiber, vitamin C, magnesium, B6, and niacin. What makes it different from other vegetables is its unusual noodle-like appearance, which makes it a low-calorie substance for a variety of dishes. Spaghetti squash, 1 cup of spaghetti squash is 40 calories, 10 grams of carbohydrates, and 4 grams of sugar. It is fat-free, and 1 cup provides 2 grams of fiber, making it a great alternative to noodles and rice. So much better. To top it off, it's great for kidneys. If you have kidney failure or you're diabetic, this has low glycemic index, so it means you won't have a sudden spike in sugar from eating it. It also contains, I cannot say this word, polysaccharides, which is a type of fiber that prevents blood sugar from rising after meals. So this is like perfect, and it is absolutely delicious, y'all. Okay, actually the noodles really don't have a flavor, but what I'm gonna do is put them back in the oven just to sit for a moment.